Tonight on CTV News at 5, a dangerous sinkhole and a plea for repair. Why residents in a Kitchener neighborhood are demanding quicker response times for road repairs. Plus, 25-year-old Cambridge-born Jet Greaves signs with the Columbus Blue Jackets. We'll tell you how much he'll make and how long he'll stay. Plus, in this week's Get in the Game, Ashley rolls right into center court, trying her hand at wheelchair basketball. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Krista Sharp-Kilpatrick. First at 5, residents in a Kitchener neighborhood have watched a pothole turn into a dangerous growing sinkhole, and they're still waiting for the city to fix it. They say they've filed reports with the city but didn't see any action until yesterday when crews came by to block off that part of the road. So let's go live now to CTV's Alexandra Halleck on Blucher Boulevard. Alexandra, what does the area look like as of right now?
Well, Krista, the sinkhole is sitting just under that white piece of plywood there, surrounded by pylons and barricades to urge drivers and road users to avoid the area. Now, the city says it is aware of the problem and city crews are working to fix it. Residents I spoke with today say it started as a dip in the road a few weeks ago, but after Tuesday's intense rainfall, the dip turned into a hole that grew a couple feet wide and 1 foot deep. People who live in the neighborhood say they reported the issue to the city and contacted staff directly, but so far the sinkhole is still here.
Well, I'm sure they have a lot of holes and a lot of stuff to fix, but I think they need to kind of maybe prioritize which ones are more dangerous than other ones.
The city tells CTV News the problem stemmed from a damaged pipe under the road, which will need to be fixed, but that will take some time. At 6, we'll also take a look at one Toronto-based developer looking to help solve the issue by using artificial intelligence to streamline the civic reporting process. Krista.
Okay, Alexandra reporting live for us. Thank you so much. Well, 6 weeks after a devastating crash in Mapleton Township took the lives of 5 young children, the families are launching an independent search for answers. On June 12th, an SUV collided with a van at the intersection of 4th Line and Wellington Road 12 near Mapleton. 5 siblings aged 4 to 12 were killed. The driver of the SUV, a 42-year-old man, later died in hospital. Surviving victims have been released from hospital, according to officials. And now the impacted families have hired a personal injury law firm. The legal team is calling on the community to help give the families some closure. CTV's Heather Centerin spoke with the law firm, and we'll have more on this tonight at 6. And in Windsor, the Gordie Howe Bridge opening ceremony today was just for Canada. It was decided that the Americans were no longer invited after President Trump threatened new tariffs earlier this week. However, Ontario Premier Doug Ford still praised the relationship between the two countries.
Our relationship has been challenged over the last few years, and President Trump has threatened new tariffs just this month. But Team Canada has never been more united. And I want to make it clear, working with Prime Minister Carney, will never stop standing up for Ontario and for Team Canada. The Gordie Howe International Bridge is more than a new landmark on the Detroit River skyline. It's an example of what we can achieve when our two great countries work together.
While Gordie Howe's family was also on hand for the celebration. And look at that. They had perfect weather for it, at least, even if it was just Canadians.
Absolutely right. Perfect weather, perfect pair. I also want to be the first one to welcome you back. We're so excited to have you. And we were so in sync today, and the people watching at home really aren't going to believe this, but this was not planned. We just happened to be so in sync that we are both in blue, just like the skies today. Oh my goodness. And it was nice. The skies matched the conditions. It was beautiful. It was sunny outside all day. It was warm as well, which is always nice. So people were really outside enjoying that, hopefully. Looking at some of our boards at this moment, the satellite radar, as you can see, sunshine, not much cloud coverage, a little bit of wet weather activity north and south of us, but right now, Waterloo region and surrounding areas, in the clear. Looking at our temperatures as well, 25 degrees, feeling that warmth that we were just talking about. A light breeze as well, 13 kilometers per hour. So the temperature is there, the conditions, it's nice and cool. Like we said, 25 degrees here. Looking around southwestern Ontario, pretty standard, low 20s, 25 in Windsor, 21 in Wyerton. So it's a nice, very seasonal day to be outside enjoying not only the sunshine, but that warm weather as well, Krista.
And we both made the risky decision of cutting bangs in the summer, which is not always fun.
Yes.
But I had anyone who maybe has been in my position, you get these postpartum bangs that grow. So I was like, I'm just going to try real bangs.
It looks great.
Even in the humidity of the summer.
I was about to say, mine aren't postpartum, but we kind of switched some things up.
Well, yours look nicer than mine.
Yours
I'll
look
give you
great.
that.
But yeah, when you're outside and the humidity starts, they start to frizz up and aren't really bangs, but we'll keep it for now.
Yes, I like it. It's a nice little change. Well, switching gears here, speculation is swirling in St. Jacobs after the renderings of a 6-story building popped up on a local developer's website. The location is the former Village Beer Garden in the heart of the village. The popular patio closed down in June of last year. The Township of Woolwich says no official development proposal has been submitted, and there is limited information available on the developer's website. CTV's Jeff Pickle is working to unravel this mystery for us, and we'll have more tonight at 6. And here's what you need to know. Step back in time at the Wayback Festival starting tonight in downtown Kitchener. The free 2-day event will be a nostalgic rock celebration in Carl Zare Square. Bands like Trooper and Only Journey, a Journey tribute band, will take to the stage. It runs tonight from 7 until 10 and picks back up tomorrow at 5 p.m. We'll be right back.
We are at McLennan Park in Kitchener learning all about the game of wheelchair basketball. Coach Brandon, thank you for having us.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Tell us a little bit about the sport.
Yeah, so wheelchair basketball is very similar to stand-up basketball, except for the fact that we're in a wheelchair. Same size ball, same size net, same size court, same rules, except for a little bit more intensity, a little bit more contact, and there's no double dribble.
No double dribble. Okay, and we're going to learn a lot about those skills that we need to play this sport. Let's give it a go.
Let's go.
Okay, we are in a sport chair. Tell me a little bit about the sport chair and the difference between your everyday chair.
So the difference between a sports chair and an everyday chair, a lot of the time will be the wheels cambered out, allowing for a lot more mobility. I can do one whole 360 turn on the spot, no problem. And then with my day chair, I'm very limited to that. There's also some back bars in the back to protect us from falling, and I can gain a lot more speed in this chair.
Okay, fantastic. So skill number 1 is learning how to use this wonderful chair.
Right.
Show me how.
Yeah, so initially, a lot of people think that they're not supposed to put their hands anywhere but the rim. That's not the case. If you want to get a better grip on the wheel, grab the whole wheel and get ready to lean forward and push.
Okay.
And we'll get used to this like this. It can be a little spinny. It can be a little tough because of the cambered wheels.
Yes.
But as you can see, if you just kind of grab that right wheel, you'll turn right pretty easily.
Fantastic. And
there
then I can spin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same way back. And eventually we'll incorporate the ball, but it's a lot easier just to get a feel for pushing these chairs.
Okay, we need to learn the basics of dribbling. Jesse is a teammate of Coach Brandon, and you're here to help demonstrate for me. Tell me a little bit what we need to do.
So a lot of the times, as we just explained with the pushing, you kind of got to get used to the chair, how it feels, and then we incorporate the ball into the push.
Okay.
It's a lot easier in the beginning to kind of throw the ball out and let yourself come to the ball.
Perfect.
So with your first push, you want to almost bring the ball out and push to it.
Okay.
Bring the ball out, push to it.
Okay, well, I should give it a go. So out and roll into it. Out and push into it.
Nice, getting momentum. Push hard. There you go.
Shooting is super important to this game, so we've got to learn the basics on how to do it because, you know, we're doing it from a sitting down position. Tell me a little bit about what the skill needed in order to accomplish that goal.
Yeah, just like stand-up basketball, as I mentioned, same size ball, same size net, free throw, and three-point line. However, we don't have the ability to use our legs, so we had to load low and kind of shoot high.
Wow, okay. So a lot of upper body strength.
Lots.
A lot of patience and a lot of practice.
Yeah, a lot of shoulders too.
Fantastic. Jesse, you're gonna show us how it's done. He's the pro here, and then I will try, but you know, remember, this is my first time, guys. No laughing. Oh,
there we go.
That was,
yeah, we'll get you shooting in no
look
time.
Too easy. Okay, so Talk me through it, Coach. How
So
should I position
wouldn't
myself?
worry too much about form. We are really, truly just trying to get yourself up to the net and find your distance.
Okay.
So even I would go a little closer,
Yes.
right? And just see how we feel and how high we can get this thing, how
Okay.
close to the rim we can get it.
All right, and keep in mind, you know, when you're playing in an actual game, you're moving, and you have opponents that you're combating as well.
Yeah, and a lot of these shots can be taken on the fly. It is harder to take a shot when you're not moving off the backboard. Yep.
Oh!
Yeah! Let's go! Let's go!
Way to go.
So I wanted to show you how we retrieve the ball from the ground when it's on the loose.
Okay.
A lot of these players don't have good core strength, and we can't actually pick the ball up easily, just like this. So we use momentum. With the ball's rolling, we plant the ball up against our wheel and use momentum to bring the ball up to us and allow us to take our shots.
All right, Brendan, you made that look so easy. Let's try. So nice gentle roll.
Plant it to the bottom of the wheel and bring it up. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Perfect.
And then you pass.
Perfect.
Okay, don't be fooled. This is a contact sport. Brandon, tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing here on this scrimmage.
So a lot of the times people don't really realize that wheelchair basketball is a contact sport. I'm trying to keep Jesse away from the basket as much as possible. And if he gets an open layup, then that's my fault. Because I wasn't on his chair enough. I need to be chair-on-chair contact, keeping him out. A lot of the times on offense, you want to create space, and on defense, you want to take it away.
Okay, we've got to have some fun with it. And a scrimmage where we're defense, and Jesse, you've got to get past us.
That's
what
right.
do you reckon?
Let's play some defense.
Let's do it. Okay.
All right, get on that chair, get in front of him, stop him. I got your back, I got your back. I'll stop him here. And you watch him go turning this way, you get in front of him. Push, push, push. I got your back, I got your back. There you go, there you go. Turn, turn, turn. Woo! Yeah!
Okay, Brendan, where can people at home find out more about wheelchair basketball if they want to get involved and play?
Yeah, you can look up your local wheelchair basketball club by just typing wheelchair basketball near me. There's tons and tons of clubs in Ontario. Burlington, London, Kitchener, Niagara, Brampton. We have clubs all over Ontario with the On-Para program, and I think it's one of the greatest sports I've ever found in my life.
Fantastic. Well, thank you again for having us, guys, and make sure you go out and give it a go.
Still ahead on CTV News at 5.
No gold, no shoes in the south in the sun.
A Canadian icon's new album and what it reveals about her experience of growing up right here in Ontario. Plus, here's what you need to know. It is Christmas in July at Binghamton's mini golf course. Guests can enjoy a festive round surrounded by Christmas decor, themed music, and even Santa is set to make an appearance. That's happening all day tomorrow at the Hole in Fun. Tickets can be purchased online or at the door. Welcome back. We're joined again by Karis Map, who has the forecast for us. Is it going to, it's felt a lot like fall lately and not pool or swimming weather.
You could get in the pool today.
It was
25
not.
isn't bad. I was the person that in the winter, I was like, oh, it's so cold. And then in the summer, you hear me saying, oh, it's so hot. This is perfect for me. I love this temperature.
I think it depends if your pool is warm or not. Because we just have a blow-up pool for the kids, so it's cold. It has to be hot outside.
That's
if
fair.
you have a legitimate, nice, warm pool,
Yep.
you're right.
I
any
had
day.
a blow-up pool as well, and then
Yes.
it got caught on a rock, and then
Oh,
it was
no.
a deflated blow-up pool. I missed that
Yes.
pool. Yes, but beautiful sunny skies all day with the temperatures to match it. Looking at this live shot outside, thank you to Dave Pettit for this one. That is Blucher Boulevard in Kitchener, as we're seeing not a cloud in the sky at this time. The days are getting shorter with summer here, so if you're going to get outside, now is the time to do it. But beautiful outside, really not too much wind either, just really light. It is a very seasonal day for this time of year, so get out and enjoy it while you can. And we're going to get into our boards right now, looking at our future cast, as we can see, reflecting what we just saw in that live shot. Not a cloud in the sky. There are some will start coming through, though, as we can see here. And then by tomorrow afternoon, we're going to have some showers. There's a 30% chance, as we can see right now. KW DFW, London area being impacted by that, but it's going to continue to roll through. And then on Sunday, we're going to see some more scattered showers, some more intense storms around southwestern Ontario, but it's going to continue moving through the region. Temperatures right now, as we said, seasonal, 25 degrees in Waterloo region, 24 down in Windsor, up in Wyerton, 23, 25 in Peterborough, really sitting in that low 20s, comfortable. There's a light breeze. It's beautiful outside. Get out there and enjoy it. Overnight, last night was really cool, rising a little bit up to 14 degrees with increasing clouds, getting ready for that storm tomorrow that we might see as we see some lightning. The morning is meant to be some sun and cloud, and then it will shift over to some showers with that risk, but 26 degrees, feeling more like 32, so a little more humidity than we saw today. I talked about the fact that it was right on par with what's normal this time of year, and that's reflected in the almanac. 26 degrees normal, 26, overnight low 14 and 14. Sun rises at 6:03, sunset at 8:53 tonight. And looking at our first F5 forecast, we know the showers are coming. We see it 30%, 40%. Starting next week, though, we're going to get some more precipitation with 60%. Temperatures continuing to rise, though, up to 28. Wednesday down to 25, but the overnight lows also on the increase. Krista.
Okay, Karis, thank you so much. Time now to take a look at what's trending. First, one of my personal favorites, Shania Twain, is back in the headlines with a brand new album released today.
No gold, no shoes in the south in the sun, running around with my tattoo.
Twain performed the song Dirty Rosie this week on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. The song is from her new album titled Little Miss Twain, and it's the Grammy winner's 7th album, which is being billed as her most eclectic autobiographical piece to date. Now, spanning several genres, Twain says the album is her giving fans a taste of where she came from and how that shaped her point of view. Twain also revealed that a biopic is in the works, which will highlight her upbringing in Timmins, Ontario. Now, is it too early for Christmas? Not for Hollywood. Johnny Depp is making his return to the big screen, taking on a classic role in a reimagined version of A Christmas Carol.
I say to you, sir, Merry Humbug! Merry Christmas! Humbug! And a Happy New Year! Humbug!
Depp will play Ebenezer Scrooge, the crotchety protagonist from the Charles Dickens tale. He'll star alongside Rupert Grint, Daisy Ridley, Ian McKellen, and several other big names in Ebenezer. The trailer says it features a name you know and a story you don't. That will be out November 13th. And finally, a reminder of some changes coming to local radio. 2 of our affiliated radio stations, Bounce and Virgin, are flipping their FM frequencies come Tuesday morning. 105.3 will become the home of Bounce Radio, while Virgin Radio KW will now be heard on 99.5. The decision to swap the stations was made based on research that showed strong appetite for the music Bounce plays in the larger geographic area that can hear 105.3, while many of the Virgin listeners are actually located here in the city. Now, the changes will go into effect at 9 a.m. on July 28th. That is next Tuesday. CTV, Bounce, and Virgin Radio are all owned by Bell Media. Still ahead on CTV News at 5, a hometown hero signs a big NHL contract. We'll tell you where and how much the superstar is worth. Plus, here's what you need to know. Start your morning off with some movement at Pilates on the patio. It's happening Sunday at the Boathouse, starting at 10 a.m. Following the energizing class, enjoy a brunch by the water. Tickets are online.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. ctvkitchener.ca, your home for news.
Welcome back. In tonight's Digital Dive, players with ties to Waterloo Region, Guelph and Brantford have been invited to the World Junior Summer Showcase ahead of the Boxing Day tournament in December. The camp will be held in Windsor from July 26th until August 1st and will feature 32 players from Canada alongside others from the U.S., Finland and Sweden. Our online team has you covered for this story. Just scan the QR code in the corner of your screen or go to ctvnewskitchener.ca. And it's time now to take a look at the final 5 stories that will have you talking today. If you're planning a trip with WestJet anytime soon, you may want to reevaluate. With the threat of a strike looming, WestJet is giving some travelers a chance to change or cancel their bookings. The airline says passengers with flights scheduled for July 30th to August 4th can make a one-time change or cancellation without a fee. WestJet says the move is to give customers more flexibility and peace of mind. Last week, the airline's cabin crew voted over 99% in favor of walking off the job. The unions say wages, unpaid work, and working conditions are the major sticking points. 4,400 workers could legally go on strike as of August 2nd. And some hikers are happy they escaped unharmed after a close encounter with a grizzly bear in Banff National Park. But now they're facing charges for their actions. This video, which was posted to social media, shows the incident where the hikers, their dog, are being followed by the grizzly. Now, Parks Canada says wardens have identified the people and are laying charges for having an off-leash dog in a national park. Authorities say having off-leash pets in parks puts the pets, their owners, and wildlife at risk. And a hockey player from Cambridge has taken a major step forward in his pro career. Jack Greaves has signed a 3-year, $15 million contract with the Columbus Blue Jackets. The goalie, who is a former Cambridge Winterhawk, and Barry Colt, was signed by Columbus as an undrafted free agent in 2022. The Blue Jackets GM saying today their intent was always to get a deal in place to ensure that he remained with the team. And switching to basketball, LeBron James has made his decision. One of the greatest ever to play the game will suit up for the Philadelphia 76ers next season. He signed a 2-year, $8 million deal. This will be the 41-year-old's 24th NBA season. And finally, American stand-up comedian Jerry Seinfeld received a personalized gift from the head coach of the Montreal Canadiens this week. The personalized sweater with the number 1 was given to the comedian by Martin St. Louis, who says watching the 90s sitcom Seinfeld helped him relax in the middle of an intense playoff push earlier this year. Seinfeld was already in Montreal and performed in front of a sold-out crowd last night as a part of the Just for Laughs festival. What a chance that would to meet Jerry. Well, thanks so much for joining us. This is our time today. We'll have more coverage for you tonight at 6 o'clock. For now, here's your CTV National News team with Sandy Ronaldo.